What's up, everybody? Crazy Eights here, and today we're looking at the second component from Power of the Prime's Predaking. We're looking at Rampage. Now he makes up the left arm of Predaking. So without further talking, let's get into the figure and see what he's all about. Now you saw my first wave of videos, dive bombed at the box, so we don't have to go through the box or anything like that. So we're just getting right into the bot itself. So here is Rampage, and very orange, not much color breakup going on. Again, I didn't put the stickers on. I seen Toy Hacks, they got their own, so I may go with that. They have two different sets, so I may buy that. One for four of them, and there's the one that you gotta buy separately for one of the bots. I may go into that one. But with that, let's take a look at the figure itself and see what he's all about. So just like off the bat, like if you look at his, give a nice spin, he's got a huge backpack, just like Dive Bomb did. Arm bits are hanging off the animal arms are hanging, or legs are hanging off his arms, and he's very orange to a point where like his head is even like hard to see the details in his face because it's so. And one thing I did notice is like it's not flush. I think he's kind of looking down. I think it's supposed to go into a groove or something, or be pushed back. I just can't. I don't know if this thing is supposed to slot into top here, but it's not going up. I'm not gonna force it. The plastic doesn't seem that great on these figures, so I don't want to force it up. I think maybe, I don't know if he's tried pushing it back. I tried everything, but I just think that we'll just leave it like that for right now. So he's looking down, but you can see his eyes. No light piping. Why would that be? He's just very orange. He's got, I think it's blue eyes. I'm not sure. I can't really tell. He does have some gold detailing right here, which is nice. I know we're never gonna get it back, but I do miss the chrome looks when they did the silver or gold on these things. And that just pops. There's his beast face for his chest. We'll see more of that in alt mode. Again, the proportions are weird on these guys. I know they were going more for like the Predaking than the bots and all that. So the boat modes suffer because of it, I feel. There's his waist, got the black joints for the thighs. Good detailing on them. A lot of hollowness though. There is a lot of hollowness on these guys. And this takes up the whole real estate on his back. This piece right here. But again, you know, it's like I don't have a Predaking or any Predacons for that matter, G1 or otherwise, so I'm okay with that. As far as articulation, let's get into that next. Now for articulation, right? No up and down movement, but he does have a 360 head spin, so you could do the Exorcist. Arms go up that high. They do a 360. There is an elbow bend, a little over 90, which isn't so bad, but then this sticks out as well. You do have a bicep rotation, kind of. Gets hindered by the backpack and his arm piece. Nothing at the wrist. We do have a waist, no ab crunch. You go up that high. He could go back further than Dive Bomb, but he goes back that far. He does have I believe he does have no thigh really, but it's on no thigh. He does. It's on a ball joint, so you could get some swivel out of it. Soccer kick that high, not that far. You go out that far. That means I did that already, didn't I? I did. As far as the splits go, he could go that high. Articulation isn't the greatest, I guess. So, and then we don't have. Well, we do have this, but it's for more so for like transformation. But then you could actually pop this out if you wanted to. And you could probably use that joint. Nah, not really. Doesn't really do much as far as toe tilts. But yeah, looking at him body wise, again another Mr. Incredible body. You know, all torso and small joints. Yeah, I think I'm definitely getting the stickers. I mean, I was gonna use the ones that they gave, but they're very cheap, and I don't like the texture of it. So, and they won't stick that well from past experiences. So I'm just gonna go and get some better ones for this guys. Now, accessory wise, let's take a look at that next. He has a blaster, kind of Optimus Prime looking, done all in like a glossy black with some great detailing. But then, bam, hollowness. Don't know why they love their hollow bits, boy. But yeah, it's a good cannon, but it suffers from the same problem Dive Bombs does. But this is too small, and it doesn't really sit well in his hand. He could hold it, but you could snatch it out very easily. Does he have any ports for this anywhere? I want to see if there's any weapon storage. Let's see, can we peg it in here? There you go. You do have weapon storage. You could put it back there if you wanted to. So there's an options. And don't look too bad back there, but holding it, they don't hold their weapons that well. So that was Rampage in his robot mode. So now for some comparisons, we're looking at the left arm components from Terracon, Power of the Primes, and the Dinobots, Power of the Primes. So the first one we're going to look at is Ripper Snapper. And again, the heights are way off on these. Like this Predaking is going to be towering over these guys. You can see how tall they are compared to the smaller ones. Here he is with Slug, and this is the guy I bought when I got back into collecting back in 2018. And I saw him on the shelf. It hit nostalgia vibes, and I bought him. And now I'm knee deep into transforming collecting. But yeah, so that's how they look together. Again, very tiny and very, very, very small. They are all three together in a group shot. And finally, here he is with his Predaking buddy. See how these two are shaping up to be. I'm doing them one at a time. Eventually, we'll get them all in the group. But here's two of them together. The ones that this is the one I already reviewed. So we're just showing these two off right now. And they're very orange. Oh yeah, but that's Dive Bomb with Rampage. That was robot mode for Power of the Primes Rampage from the Predaking box set. So we're gonna go into his transformation. Let's get Rampage transformed into his alt mode. Right. I'm gonna pop his head up a little bit so he could push this. Is this down or back? So let's see. Yeah, this thing is just in there tight. It's not. Yeesh. Scary tight. Hold on, I'm gonna have to use some force for this one. I got it past the point where you could just put it in and keep it nice and flush, and then this head does come up like that. So you have that look so far going on. I spin him around, take this backpack, and turn that around as well. So it's facing this way now. All right, so you want to come around here. You want to take his legs, and just like in Dive Bomb, unsnap them, and then bring them up and shorten them out. Get the arms out the way too while you can. Now you got a little small and stubby little Rampage with no head, and then you can take the hands as well while you're over here and just push those in as well. I'm going to take the arms, bring them around like this. So they're looking like that. Take these, take his animal legs, bring them up. There we go. I thought these were supposed to like clip in or something. I feel like they should. Should be clipping into something over here on the side. Got the slot in a slot for to be pegged in, but they don't really stay in that great. They don't even stay in at all, actually. I don't even think they're pegging. Oh, there we go. Yeah, much better. All right, we fixed that. Now we're gonna come down here, bring these to the side. This was along the tight side. And then pull this out. Pull the second set of animal feet out, or animal legs out, like that. Just lay it down nice and gently. And then you wanna, if I'm doing this right, I don't know if I'm doing this right, folks. Oh, I forgot to do that. All right. So you're supposed to bend this foot back and then bring that around like this. My bad, my bad. And that should peg into the backpack back here. Like that. Oof. And these do peg in. If you have everything lined up correctly, they should peg in to the side of his legs, like so. Yeah, right. And this is supposed to clip in here, and these are supposed to peg in here, and these are supposed to peg in on the sides. There we go, we got one in there. Two, okay. Very simple transformation. I don't know why it's fighting me. Just turn them into a box pretty much. It's like a beast box with legs. All right, let me fix this up really quick. Everything's popping up. Be right back. All done. And then, how do these things go? They go like that. The arms, they don't tell. Let me see something with these arms. The last thing I had, these arms were up in the air like this. Oh, okay, it goes like this, and then these come down like that. Okay, there we go. I missed this step, that's why. Because I don't know how to read. All right, that snaps in here. That snaps in right there. And now let's get them all situated and looking all nice and presentable for the camera. Okay. And then for his tail, which is, I can't believe this is going to be his tail, but that's his tail. Believe it or not, that's his tail. All right, and that is a Rampage from robot to, I don't know what the hell he's supposed to be. Tiger, maybe? What are you, man? What are you? But anyway, here he is in his alt mode. A very fat alt mode. So here is Rampage in his alt mode, and going off of this book that I refer to a lot. This is my the ultimate guide to vintage Transformers. His alt mode, according to this, Rampage is a tiger. Okay, I didn't know that. So let's take a look at him and see his tigerness. I guess that's supposed to be the main. So here's his face. He's very orange and black with a very little hint of gold highlights on him. Here's his face. Got a black dot for the nose. Does the mouth open? The mouth does open up that wide. Got the teeth, which is not painted in white, which would have been nice, or maybe like a silver. Just got some orange on it to break it up, but not. It's predominantly this color. I don't know if that's orange. I don't know if that's darker orange, maybe. I don't know. But here is his very chubby lion. I don't know what he's catching in the wild with this big gut. But here's some nice detailing on it though. Tail's a little stiff. You know, I know it's his gun, but it kind of like doesn't work that well, in my opinion. Here's the back of it, hollow bits here. Very look at it like this, you don't even know what the hell it looks like. Same on this side. Here he is from the top. Break it out a little bit so you can see more of them. And then the bottom. Not the cleanest at all, but again, I don't think any of these were meant to be for these modes. It's basically for Predaking. That's what they're there for. So that's his alt mode. So let's take a look at some comparisons. So for comparisons, here he is with his box mate. Here he is with Dive Bomb. Now this Dive Bomb is an eagle, according to my book. Again, these guys are eating pretty good because they're all a bunch of chunky bots over here, and a bunch of chunky Predacons, I should say. But that's how these two look together. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I do like the color combination. I mean, at least they're the same colors, so they when they form Predaking, they're gonna look really good together. Here he is with the Terracon Ripper Snapper. So you see the size difference. He could eat him. And here he is with a Dinobot Snarl. Now all three of these, what they have in common is that they're all the left arm of their combined forms. And finally, here's all three of them all together. Appetizer, snack. All right, so that was my look at Rampage's alt mode. What can I say? It definitely needs the stickers. I think I'm definitely gonna get the Toy Hack stickers for these guys. They look so much better, and they add more. They add something to it that they need. I'm not saying these stickers are bad, but I know they don't really stick that well. The quality of the stickers that they use for these guys are bad, so that's why I'm gonna go with Toy Hacks. Hopefully they'll pop and bring things out more. It's not really gonna save the molds. The molds are pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, they're chunky and they're bricks. All of them are just a bunch of bricks so far. I only did 2 of them, so and I can see what the others look like too. So they're pretty chunky. It's decent for what it is, for what it's going to be turned into. That's all I'm looking forward to. I'm not really like gonna have them in either mode, but combined mode anyway. But as far as this mode goes, it's all right. The tail is the weakest. The tail is horrible. The back it only looks good pretty much from the side and maybe the front, but it's all right. Nothing to write home about. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. All right, so that was my look at Power of the Primes Rampage. As for alt mode goes, it's very orange. I know, and I didn't put the stickers on, so it might even change it. He might even look better with the stickers, but like I said in the other video that I shot of this guy, I'm not going to put those on. I'm going to get the Toy Hacks versions. I think they'll work a lot better, and I think they'll stay on a lot better. But for base mode, like for base model right here, it's very, very like very orange. The face kind of gets lost in the color scheme as well. It was very chunky, a lot of hollow bits, a very big bulky backpack. Gun doesn't stay in that well, and I do have a problem with the head actually snapping up, so it looks like he's kind of looking down most of the time. As far as robot mode goes, not the cleanest, not the most sleekest tiger in the jungle. He's very chunky, very square, very boxy, not muscular or streamlined, looking like a tiger should. He looks like he ate a lot of food. The weapon storage in robot mode is weak. It's the tail, and it doesn't work. It's too stiff. It doesn't have movement on it. Maybe if they made his weapon a whip and used that for his tail, it might have worked better than the gun. But it is a cool looking gun. I'll give it that. I do like his gun. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you like my stuff, like, subscribe, follow, notification bell, all that good stuff to let you know that I'm posting content. I'm trying to post more as the days goes on. As of right now, I'm doing what I could. Anyway, that's it for this video. I do hope you all enjoy it. Crazy Eights is out.